Welcome to a gold party. How to become a gold assessor expert. Throughout the video we will demonstrate the setup process as well as testing, valuing, making an offer to the customer, writing out a check, and finally, but just as importantly, upselling for the next party booking. So on with the show and let's get testing. Step 1. The setup. Setting up for the party is the first opportunity to demonstrate your professionalism. In line with the party atmosphere, lay out the black tablecloth in the private assessing area. Next, put out the jeweller's pads, the carat labelled cups, and all the equipment in this way. If you are right-handed, the 10-inch PC should be on the left and the tester on the right, with the scales in the middle. This layout is our standard format and should be consistent for all parties. Check that all the equipment is working and replace any batteries before the party starts. Now you are ready for the first customer. Step 2. The magnet test. After the party guest has placed all their gold jewellery on the pad, the next step is the magic magnet test. If any of the jewellery is attracted to the magnet, then there is some steel in the jewellery. If it is in the clasp, then the spring is made of steel and you should deduct an estimated amount from the gram total before entering the total weight into the valuer software. Note that the magnet needs to almost be touching the gold. If the whole item is attracted to the magnet, then it is likely the gold is only plate and is of little value. You should politely return the item to the guest and advise them we will not be able to offer them anything for the piece. Step 3. The hallmark test. After the magic magnet test, you will commence the hallmark test. Use the loop to determine the carat value of each piece of jewellery and place in the appropriate dish. Your skill in quickly finding the carat markings on each item will be the quickest way to determine the carat value, and avoid the necessity to go to the next step of using the Tritech Pro Tester. Whilst using the loop, it is likely you will come across a number of different styles of markings. The two main styles are expressed as KT, carat, or in decimal values such as 750. Step 4. Tritech Pro Tester. The first step to successful testing is to turn the tester on. Place the item under the alligator clip, hold pen flush to the item as close to the clip but not touching. Press the test button. Note the reading. Use the cheat sheet to find the exact carat value. If there are inconsistent readings, use the rubber and file to clean the item like this. The file will also reveal any inconsistencies in colour. If the item has stones, explain to the customer that the stones do not have any value to us and we will deduct a small weight value from the total. For example, this ring has a few small stones and the amount to deduct is approximately 0.01 grams. Use your calculator to deduct the amount after weighing, which is the next step. Step 5. Weighing. We use professional Legal for Trade scales by Tanita, the world's best jewellery trade scales. Again, turn the scales on and zero out the digital read by pressing the On Net button twice. Weigh the contents of each dish and insert the value, less any stones, into the GPA Valuer software. As you tip the contents of each dish on the scale, take care to place that dish to the right side of the scales and not back in line with the other dishes. Once weighed, place the contents back into that dish and then return to its place. Proceed with this process for each dish until all the gold is weighed and entered into the Valuer software. Our GPA software will calculate the offer for you. Step 6. Entering the weight into the software. The GPA Valuer software will have been set up with today's spot price of gold, silver and platinum, and I'm going to show you where that price comes from. Just go to www.kitco.com, all metals, Australian dollar, 8-hour spot price, and insert these values into the software like this. This screen will allow you to enter the weight of the gold and calculate the offer. You will generally have a few different carat weights to enter, so continue to weigh, deduct any amounts for stones and enter in the appropriate amount. Step 7. Making the offer. Most people that come to the parties are there to get rid of their old gold and will accept our offer. Some will have a pang of reluctance and not be able to let their treasured items go. GPA do not do precious sales. We simply provide an assessing service. If, in the most likely case, the customer accepts the offer, then write a cheque for the amount shown by the GPA Valuer software. Step 8. Writing the cheques. All cheques are written by the assessors for the customers and to the host, who receives 10% of the night's payout. After the cheque has been written, write a receipt, have the customer sign the receipt, and put the cheque, copy of receipt, thank you card, and promotional card in the envelope. Place the items from each dish into its own bag, marking carat and surname on the bag with a Sharpie pen. When all dish contents have been bagged and labelled for a customer, place them in a larger Ziploc bag and write their surname, date and cheque number on the bag. Store in your kit bag immediately. You are now ready for your next customer. At this point, ask the customer did they enjoy the experience and let them know that if they would like to host a party, they will receive 10% of the night's payout. Step 9. Bonus time. Asking the customer would they think about having their own party and earning 10% of the night's payout for their trouble is the logical extension of a great party. If one of their referrals rings in, books a party, quoting your code from the back of the card, they will receive an extra $30 on top of their 10% earnings as host. This ensures that you get your referral fee.